Oh, okay. Hi. So hi everybody. Okay. So today I shared the picture. So if you want to, you can go there and download it. But I think yeah, just follow through lah. It's not that difficult. Let me just turn around the camera. Okay, hold on. Normally I do this on Instagram Live. So this would actually be the time when I do it. Now, normally for Instagram Live, I would just, I'll flip my camera like this way, so you'll see actually over here. So, because now it's landscape, you kind of know, like, let's see a little bit more. So I hope that you guys are able to see what's happening here. Let me know if you think that it's a bit too dark or if it's, like it looks a bit odd. Okay, so you can feel free to also do this on your own and also sketch with me lah. So what I'm doing here today is actually this place. Okay, hope that you can see. It's a shop house at along Kampong Glam, and the name is called the White Label. So just before I start, normally for my sketching drawing session on Sunday, what I'll do is I do everything in 1 hour. So I take about like 10 minutes to do pencil draft. So I'll use a mechanical pencil. And after that, it'll be about 15 minutes or 20 minutes of line. Hey, hi, Chris. So that's Chris. Yeah, saying hi in the chat. And then after that, I will just, it take a while. So for me, lining actually takes longer because you have to make sure that you have the details in. So that would take a while. And after that, I'll do ink and wash, meaning, I'll erase off the pencil and then I would just put the watercolor over. So today we are going to use this color called desert green. Is it called desert green or desert? Yeah, desert green. So it's from Trimming Corridor. It's their super granulation color. So I'm really quite excited to show you guys how that color looks like. It's a very beautiful green color. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to just ask me. Just like shout out, like, hi everyone, like I have this question, and then yeah, I would try to help you. But this is pretty simple. I mean, let's just look at the anatomy of the shop house. This one is pretty easy. I won't say pretty easy, but because it's only two levels. So this level is where the White Label is, and this is probably, I don't know, another business. So normally for shop houses, they always have this one will be like the front facing the shop frontage, and then this would be another shop most of the time. So this one has a little, I think a small room at the top. It could be a vent. I'm not sure. I haven't been to inside one to see. So this could be either a vent or a small little area at the top. So how we are going to do this is, the good thing or easy thing about doing Shopfront is that not most of the time I post shops that are, it's just really in your face, like frontal view. So it's really easy to do. Unlike, certain ones, I think previously we did a few that are like, hold on for a minute. Yeah? Previously we did a few that were like, I think in a kind of a angle, like there's a perspective to it. So that is a little bit difficult. But then if we have this kind, it's probably easier because it's really frontal view. And we can look at it as, if you want to know how it works, it's very symmetrical. So once you get one side right, you don't really need to think so much about the other side. So let's start to do it right now, to do the drawing. So normally I have my iPad with me, and then I also have my sketchbook. So my sketchbook is from SPD. It's the paper that I have. This paper is the Saunders Waterford 190 GSM, I think it's cold press paper. So if you notice, this thing here is because I was using a lot of water. So it bled through here and it went over to here. So if you are doing a lot of wet on wet, you need a lot of water. Do not get this paper. Don't use the Saunders Waterford 190 GSM watercolor paper, because this is gonna happen. Okay. Yeah, right. So if you're using a lot of watercolor, a lot of wet on wet, don't use it. So how I normally do this, as usual, I like to draw my shop a little bit like more small at the top and like broader at the bottom, because then it looks like you're looking up at the shop, like you're at the bottom and looking up. So it looks a little bit different, more different than having it square on, because then it's like if it's a very nice rectangle shape, it doesn't look like it is natural. So I like to have it a little bit more natural, and I think by doing this, it does help in a sense lah. So for the shopfront drawing, I'll normally do this. I'll share the photograph about the day before, and then I will do this together. And for people who are interested in doing this, you can actually draw, and then you can share it. You can just tag me on Instagram, and then I'll share it with everybody so that we all of us can look at how different people interpret different things. Because like even though the shop is like that, right? There's so many ways you can actually paint it. There are many greens that can use, many other techniques you can use. So in fact, it's kind of fun doing this project. So it's not just about documenting the shopfront itself. It's also about like looking at how people interpret the actual doing. The reason why I do this because I started off as an urban sketcher, and then we always have the throwdown at the end. Then it's just so amazing to see how different people paint the same subject. So yeah. So now I'm just drawing pencil draft, and this is the top. So if you notice, right, it's not very big. In fact, I think I might have actually added that's quite a big area. I may actually make it a bit smaller. So that's what the pencil. I always draft it first with a pencil because I want to make sure that when I draw, I already got the thing in my mind how to do it. And another thing about doing the ink drafting first is when you draft, this is once through, right? So you look at the picture once, and then when you ink it, it's twice, and repaint is a third time. So effectively, you are looking at the picture very closely, observing 3 times. So you definitely will remember. So I think that's a
this is
kind
Tuesday. Tuesday.
Yeah. Huh? What? Sorry, are you? Is that a question? Okay. Anyway, let me continue. If you have any questions, just feel free to ask, or you can type. I think Steph will help to go through your questions, and then we can, I can answer it as I do this. Yeah. Ooh, oh, so it's a crazy day today. It's going to rain. If you can hear the thunder going.
Oh yes, now I can hear.
Different
I
side.
was pouring at my side already.
Oh, okay. So that means the rain is coming over. So it's fun.
How long it takes to travel from Tiong Bahru over to your place?
Yeah, to Serangoon. Don't know how long that is. We will see. So maybe later on, you start hearing it pour, then you know how fast the rain has been moving. Okay, so for the second, after that, I will actually split this into 2, right? And notice that they are about equidistant. So let's just leave about the same amount of space, like over. This is easy. I think it's not a difficult piece to do. The only problem, I won't say problem, but detail is that you do have a little bit more of details at the window area, but it's not a big deal. It's not a lot. It's not that bad because at least it's not three-story high. Some of these the 3-story high shops are kind of very tiring to do. Okay. So normally for this, I will not spend too long actually doing it. It will be just I'll do this so that I can, as long as I can get my proportion right, I will not go into too much detail. So things like the lettering, I will not write it. I'll just draw the square or the rectangle, right? And then the awning, canopy awning thing here. In fact, if you actually go to their Facebook group, they do have this shop's Facebook page. You will see a photograph that they have posted with the lights on, and it looks really nice. And you can in fact replace it because when I went there, the shop was closed, so you could see a bit of light in there, but it's not the whole shop that light up. It looks really nice when the shop is light up. So maybe you can go to the Facebook page and then just look for that particular photograph. I have it, but I'm currently using the phone for this purpose, so I can't really use it for to show you guys the details. So I this is as much as I will do. Okay. And then, of course, we just need to make sure that the proportion is right. And then another thing is probably to do the column over here. So there is actually, let me just count together. So just remember that these are columns that you kind of need to make sure that you get right. Okay, so you can count. Let me see. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's 9 times 9. Okay, right. But I mean, if you don't get it right, it's actually okay lah. You know, you don't have to be too sad about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, so it's 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 15. Okay. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Like maybe, you know, what sort of pen I'm going to use later on. Okay. This is not very difficult. So yeah. So that's about one. So I think Steph is also drawing at the same time, right, Steph? Are you?
Yeah. I'm drawing.
Yay.
Not very fast.
Okay. So yeah. So whoever. Oh hi. Oh, where can I get the reference photograph? I think you can get the reference photograph from the Facebook group, right? Or you can also go to
I posted it at the event page.
Yeah, it's in the event page. And you could also get it from my website. I mean, not website, my Instagram account.
Instagram.
Yeah, so on my Instagram post, I actually put it in one of the posts, the latest post that I have. I normally will share the photograph with everyone on Instagram before I paint it. So I normally do this every Sunday, and I will post a picture maybe on Saturday, so that you guys can kind of prepare, and you have the whole week to just slowly draw on your own. So if you have time, you know, I think it started off because, you know, there was the lockdown and everything, and we really don't know what to do with our time. So, you know, I thought, you know, it's nice to kind of try this on your own. And when you have time, there's something that you can practice drawing. Because I think painting, drawing, sketching, it's a lot about practicing. Like the more you practice, the better. I wouldn't say better you are, but then you kind of need to sharpen your skills, and that is gonna be very useful, you know, doing that, practicing at your free time. Okay, I think that same goes for like urban sketching, because, you know, few of us are here are urban sketchers, and the more the rain is starting now. So how long did it take for the rain to
very long?
Not very long, huh? Singapore not very big lah, so okay. And then Steph also does a very mean Shopfront drawing. Her paintings are always very detailed. So if you want to see the hi-fi version, just go to check out her Instagram account. Very, very cool. So I always wonder if you actually like paint it like you're using watercolor pencil or color pencil. Very hi-fi.
Pink.
Really?
Yes.
Very, very cool. Very, very cool. So now I am just doing this. So I would encourage that you guys also try it out on your own, and then just we can all do it together, and maybe later on we can do a show and tell. I don't know. Can we do that? That would be fun, kind of fun. So for people who are actually doing this together, we can also do a show and tell later on as a group. I think that'll be kind of a fun thing. So I think this was also like when we were in lockdown. Well, not lockdown, but when we couldn't really go out to sketch, we also did something like that, like a Zoom drawing, and then we did I think we even played music in the background and stuff like that. Okay, I'm going a little bit too much into the details, so I'm going to stop. So this is how I am drawing it. As you can see, I am not drawing anything here because I'm going to use watercolor to color this later on, and I'm going to use a white gel pen to go over. So now I'm going to start drawing. So I already done the pencil draft. I'm going to start drawing. Okay, so I'm using the Kakuno. So when you do use fountain pen, you can actually use technical pen as well. The most important thing is that ink has to be waterproof. I'm using the ink from Tramol. So this is from China. It's a Chinese brand. It's called Evening Bell. It's a nice brown ink. So I like brown because it's like it's kind of give it a nostalgic look. But if you prefer it black, you can always buy black ink. And there are so many colors nowadays. When you go to the art shops, like you do see different colors, so you can kind of just have fun with it lah. You don't always have to use black. Okay. So sketch, the drawing I would do, I'm using very thin, because it's A5 size paper, so I'm using extra fine nib. If you're using a bigger piece of paper, I would then suggest that you get a thicker nib. It will also help to kind of use for the drawing, because when your nib is thicker, it's easier to draw. It's not so scratchy. So some people prefer actually broader nib, or nibs that are fude. So fude is the kind where you have it a little bit hooked at the end, and then you can get like line variation. So it's really how you like your drawing to be. So this is how, because my piece of the paper that I have is pretty small and I don't have a lot of time. That's why I resort to keeping everything small and easy, manageable. And I think this is how you kind of learn after a while. Once you started doing more drawing, you know how fast you can do and what's the size you can. Some people can actually do it very quickly. They can do like super big pieces in like a short amount of time. I think Whee Teck is also one of those like super fast sketcher kind of person. And he can also share with you how he actually does stuff.
I don't I don't count. That's why.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, you must count, like make sure that, last time I would even count all the glass pane and everything. But yeah, I think I'm getting better at it. Not sure if Steph does that. I think she probably will also count, right?
Yeah, I will count.
Yeah, see.
Roughly, like at least, if it's odd number, I should get an odd number.
Yeah, you don't want
Maybe
to
I'm
like
too short.
get too side or wrong or like short, right? It's kind of like irritating sometimes. But I mean, you can also do a loose style. Yeah, OCDness, right? The OCDness in it. So there's several ways you can actually paint, draw this. You can actually use the pen to draw it. Hi, Rudy. Rudy always join Instagram, so I'm so happy to see him join Zoom today. So we can actually just draw it with a pen. Right, you can also use the pen later. So I think I will not draw it with the pen. I will use the ink. Okay, so I'm trying to show you guys a little bit closer so that you can see the details. This is where we actually look a little bit more. So this is the second time that we look at the picture. And of course, when we are at this stage, I would actually try to be a little bit more careful, and I try to do the details a little bit better. So now, if you can see, I'm just drawing there's this ubiquitous, what you call this, like drainage piping thing. It's very common. You commonly see this in the shop drawings. So another ubiquitous thing that is missing here. Can someone guess what's missing in this picture? That we always normally.
The green.
Yeah, that's why precisely.
Dustbin.
Yeah, that's the dustbin. There.
That's the dustbin.
There. It's
on my page.
So you have to draw the bin here. So we always almost have the dustbin. we can always. I draw the bin into my picture. Yeah, we have to have the bin. So we are kind of jokingly saying we should get a pin for everyone. Once I'm done with my work, I would actually do it. Like once I'm done with my commission and have time, I will actually make pins for everyone. So when people can feel proud that they are part of the Shopfront drawers, with the recycling bin.
The bin gang.
Yeah, the bin gang. So in fact, I think I remember when I first started drawing, right? When we started urban sketching, we did go to the old Kinokuniya. Did you join the Kinokuniya drawing sketch walk?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah. So I was actually sitting next to a bin. And then when they share it on Facebook, right, I was kind of caught like the dustbin like sketcher or something because I was sitting next to it. So I think we all of us or sketchers, right, in general, we sit anywhere and everywhere. So getting known as a bin sketcher is not a bad thing. Yeah. It's just a fun thing that is we've been through everything, like mosquito bites, sitting in the sun, getting sunburn, all sorts of weird things. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, I don't really count anymore. I'm not even following me. Yeah.
I'm still on the ground floor.
Oh, slowly. slowly. So there's no, I guess I have to try to deal with less details because I want to try to do this within 1 hour. But if you have more time, can slowly draw, it'll be kind of fun because I think sometimes it's about observing, and sometimes if you take time to notice, right, you might see a little bit more stuff. And that's kind of you get to discover new things. Oh, so this is a little bit scary because I want to make sure that, wait, let me take a pen. Let me take a ruler. I'm not going to use a ruler, but I'm just kind of going to make sure that they are kind of level. This is an urban sketcher way to do things. You're not supposed to do that. Okay. Sorry about this. Yeah.
I think ruler is legit, Alice.
Serious?
Yeah.
Really? Like how some sketchers, they can actually draw without the ruler, like especially those who have like architecture background.
Yeah, you use the edge of the book, but it's okay.
They actually use the little finger.
Yeah.
Like they pivot with the little finger and then they could draw really straight lines.
That's right.
I couldn't, yeah. For me, it's because I didn't want to make the mistake of counting the wrong number of getting this wrong, because otherwise it's gonna look really odd. So yeah, I'm cheating. But anyway, don't worry lah. I think it's just we don't have to be so uptight about stuff. But yeah, just letting you guys know. Okay, never mind. Anyway, yeah. So just remember that we do have some. Huh? What?
No, if you're OCD like me, then if it's crooked, then you will feel really miserable about it.
Yeah lah. I know, right?
In which case, please feel free to use your ruler. We don't want anyone to get upset because it's crooked and I cannot stand it. So, yeah.
Right.
Whatever works.
Whatever works. Yeah. Do as you like. So as you see, I have already done with the 2 columns on the side. It's actually not a difficult column. There are some with, like some columns, they have the decoration, right? Those flower, the difficult one. So I didn't want to pick those. Because it's gonna be take a bit more time. So we just kind of want to quickly do this. I really quite like drawing short fronts because firstly, I think they're easy, and then you can practice drawing. You can practice trying to look at details. So there are a lot of things you can do with it. And also you can practice painting, you can try different colors, look for different short fronts. So that's what I normally do. That's why I do short front challenge, because I always look for interesting short front to draw and try out different colors. So that's my purpose. Oh no, I made a mistake. See, my line is not straight. Oops. Okay, never mind.
White label.
Yeah, right label. Looks quite legit, like what they sell. And I think we also kind of know things around us by doing this. You'll be like, oh, really? You mean there's this shop? Oh, maybe we should go and visit it. So I think it's also kind of fun to do this. Not just for practice, but also to kind of learn about places around here in Singapore. Okay, so yeah. Oh, Eileen is gone. Bye, Eileen. Okay, right. So yeah, just continue. How long have I been doing this? Let me see. Close to half an hour. Okay, very easy, very simple. So feel free to try it out. So for the canopy, I think we can think of it as let me just try. That's a little. Can you see? I actually made a small mistake here. Yeah, like here. Okay, but I think you could just use the watercolor to cover it, so don't worry about it. We have the green, the red green. So then we just slowly draw the canopy. So it's really like a what do you call that? A wave shape. Okay. Yeah, something like that. And then for the fence, there are several ways you can do it. Either you draw, or you can just paint everything and then use the white pen go over. So if you are lazy, you don't want to waste time, or you don't want to do this, right? Like what I'm doing right now, you can actually just use the white pen later on, just to go through this part, okay? So that you don't have to do it. So if you're like, let's say you only have 5 minutes left and you don't have a lot of time to sketch, you can actually just use the white gel pen. White gel pen is one of the most important tool, I think, for anything, even drawing, sketching. It's really very helpful. Yeah.
Yeah, it's my lifesaver pen.
Yeah, me too. Like, if you are like being careless and then you kind of forget that, actually I need to leave it this part a little bit, have to leave it white in color. I forgot about it. You can just use the white gel pen. So it's one of the best thing to have. There's several brands, so maybe later on I'll just show you guys like the different brands and their differences lah. Okay, so that you guys know which to get. It's really up to you, your preference. So another thing that is important, or I say like it's kind of fun to do, is actually drawing the plants. So there's several ways to do it. Either you can draw, right, like what I'm doing now with the pen, or you can actually use gouache. So I think I like to use gouache because gouache does kind of give it a little bit more it does pop up a bit more when you actually use gouache for it. But you can also just, if you don't have gouache, you don't like to use gouache for painting, you can also just use watercolor, and you just use pen for that part. Then yeah, I will do this for the other side as well. These really nice pickled fences. Is it pickled fences you call that? White fence? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think they're called pickle.
Yeah, cute, very cute.
Pickle.
Yeah.
Not pickle.
Pickle.
No, picket.
Yeah, sorry. Pickle. Pickle sounds like something that you can eat, right?
Yes.
I can imagine it like having pickle, like having the pickled cucumber. Okay, sorry. Okay, right. So there you go. So this is the second one. So we have two on and we have also some of the plants here. Okay. So I'd just like to say hi to people. We have 19 people. Oh, awesome. Thanks for joining, people. Thanks. Okay. So normally on Instagram, we have people come in and out as well. And then it's easier because sometimes I'll stare at the screen and then I will like say, hey, hi, how are you? But I'm kind of just drawing, so I don't really know who's here. But anyway, say hi to everyone. Thanks for joining today's session. Yeah, okay. So I will leave this part. I'll leave this part for painting later with our watercolor darts, okay? So yeah, I think I will. Should I draw the bin? Where's the bin? Oh, the bin's at the side, huh? Okay, I'll just do the bin. Yeah, because we always draw the bin, so I will draw the bin. Okay.
I overlapped it into the pillar.
Okay.
I
So I'll draw the bin.
and put it into the pillar.
Oh, into like on top here over here, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I almost forgot about the the top part. Okay. It's like so. Just continue to draw in the lines that you see. So this is really a practice of observation. Yeah, let me just continue to draw this part. So it's a white color shop, but then white, there are many, how do I say, there are many different shades of white color. So if you like it to be like bluish white, you could just use a very light tint. So later on I'll just show you how I do this using different colors. If you want to leave it white, you can also just leave it white color. It's really up to you. So I think it's kind of fun in a way because it's white shops. They are not 100% white. So you can really just have fun and try light washes of different colors. And that would kind of change the mood for the shops. So yeah, so that's about white shops. Okay, so I'm just drawing the window. Okay, so not that difficult as well. Just kind of need to know. They always have, this is like a shutter. So the one in the center is like the shutter. I think they can kind of close it, right? But these two are not. So these are just the wooden, I think it's just part of the window. Let me just draw this part. Okay, so that is one pane and one more here. Okay, and then we continue with this part. I'm gonna draw this down. Okay, so there. So maybe if you guys have any idea, or is there a shop that you really like, you could also share with us. Maybe in the chat, or later on, when I post this on Instagram, you guys can just go there and say, hey, I found this place. I think it's really nice. You could also try this, because sometimes I can't be everywhere all the time. So yeah, it'd be interesting for you to kind of share. And then we could have different shop houses to try to paint. Okay, so that's another window pane. Takes a while, okay, to actually draw this. And I think one thing that is helpful, I think if you want to be for drawing, for praising the drawing of a Shopfront, is that then you can also just, after doing this for a few times, you will kind of like be not so afraid of painting or drawing shops when you go urban sketching, because you have already practiced this like in the studio, right, at home. And when you go urban sketching, just go in and because you know how it's done already. So all you need to do is just join a few shops together and it becomes urban sketching. Very, very fun, easy. I would say it's like a practice for urban sketching. Okay. Then now, so you can either leave this, I'm drawing it, but you can also use the white pen over here. So you can color it black and then use white pen for the white color. But of course, if your shop is not white in color, then you really have to find a way to draw it. So I think it's also kind of easier if you choose a white color shop, because then you can cheat with the white pen. Okay. Lazy. Okay.
Not cheat,
not cheat
It's artistic license.
Yeah. There are various ways to do things So this is one of the ways. And there's no right or wrong anyway, right? Because in art, everything is very subjective. Whatever works.
Joining a competition called transparent watercolor, and then you use opaque. That's the only time when it's wrong.
Is there such a competition?
In the US, they have something called Transparent Watercolor Society. So, yeah.
What? So that means they cannot use opaque watercolor?
Yeah, no opaque.
Cannot use gouache lah.
Cannot lah.
No gouache, no cadmium white, no cadmium color.
What?
So what happened is that you take the paper and then you look at the sunlight and you see a spot, you will be disqualified.
Oh wow! So if you do use like super granulating colors, no lah, huh?
Granulating is transparent still.
I think it's okay.
They are granulating that are opaque, but most granulating are transparent, so it's okay.
Oh, okay. As long as it's transparent, it's fine lah.
Correct.
Wow, very strict I think as strict as urban sketching.
Yeah, very, very strict. You can Google them. They are called the Transparent Watercolor Society of America. I think that's what it's called.
Oh, very interesting. Okay. But I don't know. I think that the opaque colors are actually quite useful. Watercolors.
I think for beginners, opaque is hard, but after a while, opaque.
It's fun, leh. I don't know. I think it's fun to try. Maybe for beginners it's kind of difficult lah. Slowly, I guess. Okay. Always try different things. I think it's important to be very adventurous and try, because you don't know until you try. Yeah.
Must be open to ideas.
Yeah. Correct.
It's a discovery. Actually, art is very deep now, so we should always enjoy the journey.
Yeah, and not, oh, if you notice, I actually didn't count the number of squares here and I gotten the number wrong.
Nobody noticed.
Nobody's
yeah.
counting.
Nobody's,
Nobody's
okay,
counting. It's okay.
I'm counting later.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I am done with the drawing. I will just erase off, okay? Yeah. So, and I'll start painting soon. Hopefully I can finish painting because I normally try to do this within 1 hour, right? Sometimes I can't finish painting. But this one, I try my best lah. Huh? I try my best. How much time do I have?
Yep.
About for 20 minutes. Should be okay. This is a small piece. It shouldn't take long to paint. Okay. Let me introduce you guys to my good friend. Oh, that's my good friend. Oh, there.
Penguin.
Yeah, Tenwin. Everybody knows Tenwin. I was supposed to give him a hair like some wig, but I couldn't get enough hair. So yeah. Sorry for the sound. Is it very loud? Okay, got it. So yeah, now we can start painting. As you can see, I kind of lined almost everything. It's not perfect, but I think it's a good, it's just like a canvas for us to kind of try painting for fun of it. So yeah, okay, so let's go. I hope there's space. So this is my colors that I have. I normally have, oh, what was that just now? That was a table vacuum. Okay, he's called Tenwin and he vacuums. Yeah, it's really nice. You can get it on Shopee. Yeah, they should have it. It's pretty cheap. So these are the colors that I have. I always change, but normally for my
Tenwin's a legend.
Pardon?
I said Tenwin is a legend.
Oh yes, he is a legend. He's pretty cool, and everybody knows him. When he comes out, everybody goes like, "Oh, I want to get it!" I think I sell so many Tenwins. I'm helping the company sell Tenwin. Okay, all right. So let me just show you guys the colors that I have today. I am using the desert green. Is it called desert green? I think it's called desert green. It's one of the shimmering colors, specials, super granulating colors, and it has got hold on. Okay, it has got a few pigments that are pretty nice. Let me just show you guys how it actually looks. So this is the color over here. So one thing I actually do with my Shopfront drawings, I actually try different colors. So I always buy watercolors. So this is kind of a red. Can you see? It's like a red green color. I think it has Viridian and also the PR108, which is yeah, this is the color. It looks a bit dark. But you should just kind of let it dry, and then you actually see the volcano red dropping down, the cadmium red that's going down. It looks a little bit dark though, so I may actually have to use some green for the color, because can you see the color starting to you're starting to see the color. Can I focus? Can't really focus.
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
you can
see.
Yeah, I can see, huh? Yeah. Okay. So this is the nice color. Okay.
I've never seen the thing do that before.
Huh? What?
I've never seen granulating color do that before.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's very cool. Like I think the Shimmy, they are very clever lah. They mix a lot of colors that are actually quite they are existing colors, but they just kind of mix it and then they make new colors out of it, which is very cool. So for short fronts, I don't use more than 16 colors. This 16, right? 12. Yeah, don't use more than that. I don't think I use more than maybe 5 or so. So I probably use maybe 3 colors today. So you have TPO, transparent pale orange. It's a Daniel Smith color. Okay. Maybe I'll just push this so that you guys can see the mixing. Okay. Okay, right. Oops. Okay, so this is transparent pale orange. It's a very nice warm red color. I recently also use it for my limited palette challenges. So we are also part of a group where we try out different colors just for the fun of it. And we always end up, you know, like how we always buy watercolor and then we end up having so many of these and then we never really use. So I think that's what the purpose of doing the limited palette challenge is. So you can also use burnt sienna if you want a more earthy, but I think we can mix this with our desert green. for a brown. So if you can, I should use a smaller brush. So now I'm trying to use a smaller brush. This is the round brush. It's a size 0 because this is a very small piece. I do not want to use I would use a very small brush for this. So this is with the brown, the desert green. So can you see the desert green together with the red? Gives you a nice brown color. So in fact, if I just use it neat over here, can you see how brown it is? Yeah, actually more brown than is green. Okay, so this would be very suitable for our dark color. So all these dark areas. So later on, you can actually see where I'm gonna use it, right? The interior. So this is how you would actually. Hope you guys can see. Oh, maybe I should move it so that you guys. Yeah. Okay. Let me know if you want it a bit like closer or something. Okay, then I'm gonna just kind of mix a light wash, okay, all around, okay, for the roof, okay. This is with TPO, transparent pyro orange. So transparent pyro orange is a very staining color, very difficult. I won't say difficult to use, but it stains everything. So just be a bit careful when you use it on your palette because there's no way you can get the color out, as you can see. Okay, but it's a very nice warm red color, which I really like. Okay, so I'm going to use the the desert green again, like this time, just to accent, to put on the towel so that we can actually see certain parts that are darkened, like over here. Okay,
Alice,
so
if you want to get rid of your staining color, you can use Zippo lighter liquid to wipe it off.
Oh,
you can buy $2 at a cheap shop, lighter liquid.
Okay.
That liquid is highly
flammable.
It's flammable, but it's also, you will be able to wipe out all this staining color.
Even on the plastic, because my palette is plastic.
Most of them, not all, but most of them.
Okay.
Just
got it.
But after that, it evaporates, right? And it won't be flammable anymore, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay. Otherwise,
very interesting if you flambe your
oops, paint all gone, all flambe. But yeah, I think another one that I haven't tried really is those those hand wipes, the disinfectant, the hand sanitizer.
The alcohol one, but
those alcohol ones.
The Zippo. The Zippo is
okay. Yeah, perhaps I would actually try it because this poor palette is looking really, I don't know. I feel sad for it. So now I'm just, can you see the color looks kind of like a burnt umber color. And so now I'm just painting the tile. So either you could actually do this, or you can actually, remember I said like you could actually use the pen for it. So there's several ways that you can actually do this lah. So I'm just kind of using the small brush to just quickly do these tiles, the things like that. Okay. Whoa! See my brush fly over to the other side. Okay. In fact, I think this doesn't really look like green. This color looks more like a brown. I think we discover new things like every time. So it's a good way. We kind of you can see the color. Can you see actually it becomes two color over here? You see the red and also the green, which is really interesting. Okay. It actually looks better, I think, if you actually use it diluted, because you could see the separation a little bit better. So this is how, okay. So I'm just painting slowly. I just kind of let it dry for a while. We could also kind of put more green on it. It really depends on how you want to do it. So what I'll do now is actually I may just do like a light wash with the color. Really, really, really light wash. Okay, because I want to see that it has to be really light, because I don't want it to, just light wash. So as I said, it's green, right? It's white. So there are a lot of colors you can actually use for it. So I'm using this so that I can see the light wash of the paint that we have. Okay. So I think this is helpful because you kind of also try out. I use the paint when it's concentrated. I also use the paint when it's diluted, so you know a lot about the paint that you're using. This is what I'm doing. Okay, so you can keep it really, really light, something like that. Okay, and then I will also use the same paint for the interior, the window pane here. So just be a little bit careful when you use it. Try not to have it like go over to just be a little bit careful. Okay. So I think painting is very it's really about creating that distinction between the lighted areas and the dark areas. So if you're able to do that, most of your painting, the painting will be the eyes will be able to fill the details up, and you can see it makes a difference between a good painting and a not so good painting. Yeah. So somehow I find that this color does look better when you use it in a large area, because I used it in another painting and it had a bigger area. I could see more of that color. Can you see that? It's actually looking better here. Maybe I just show you guys closer. Oh, can you see that? Yeah, I think that's pretty nice. Hopefully when I will be able to create more of that over here. Okay. It's a lot about using, so as you can see, if you notice on the picture, right, there is a little part there's some shadows here. Later on I'll actually fill that up to show the reflection on the window, on the black window. Okay, so later on I'll build that up. So take your time to fill in the details. So this painting doesn't have a lot of details, meaning like it doesn't have a lot of perspective. So you could actually spend more time trying to get the shadows and trying to get the reflection, it's about the interplay, the light and dark areas. So I'm going to use a bit of the brown. I have a brown, like an ochre color, and I'm going to paint this part. Okay. Oh, it's a bit too, hold on for a minute. It's like a brown. So if you guys can see, this is, oops. Yeah, this one. Okay. Mixing a brown for this. Okay, I'm going to kind of push this up a bit. Okay. So I'm just going to paint this down.
Alice.
So how many of you are actually painting at the same time?
Painting over here.
Painting?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, one person?
No, I'm done.
What?
Yeah, Whee Teck is done. Posted on Instagram somehow.
Horrible. Why are you so fast?
Fashion not nice. It's okay.
Huh? That's the problem. I always get very defeated when I go to urban sketching, and then I always see people finish earlier, and they can do such a big piece, and I'm like still struggling with the small piece.
Yeah, Pat is still drawing. I'm still drawing, so it's okay. We are all good.
With Yo and the wife YY. I can tell you, they are.
Why are they so fast? But I think I like their techniques. They're very loose, but somehow they have a lot of details, very rich details as well. Very interesting. You catch up with them, right? Caught up with them when you were in KL.
Yeah,
really nice. Yeah. Okay, right. So can you see that beautiful, like that granulation coming out? That red just dropped down there. I think this is really nice. This part of it, that's really, really nice. Now I'm using another color. This is from Daniel Smith. This is I don't know how you pronounce it. Zoisite, Zoisite, Z.
Oh, I love that color.
Huh?
I love the zoisite. Genuine.
Yeah. Yes, that one. So that is really nice granulating. I think it's like a shadow green, a perylene green color, but it's a mineral color. Very nice. I like to use it for shadows. This is how I actually create the kind of darken the shadow part for this part, the reflection. Okay. So this is what I did. So can you see, like, now there is a little bit of shadow over here, and then now we're going to move down to this part where we have the details of the shop, the canopy. All right, so let's try this out now. Okay, so same thing. Gonna just use the brush. I'm gonna just paint it, right? The color is a little bit less bright, but I think it's not a big deal. The most important thing is actually to see that kind of granulation. So I need to kind of cover up the mistake as well. So that's why I am making this a little bit thicker than it is. Okay.
That's where you're painting now, Alice. You've left it blank. Is there a reason for that?
Which one? This one?
No, to the right of the picture. To the right, sorry, to the right of the sign. You've left it blank. Is there a reason for that?
Oh,
Well,
yeah, I
yeah.
forgot. Oh, sorry. I think I forgot about it. Thanks for reminding me. I forgot about it.
It happens.
Okay. Whoops.
Catch.
There. Good catch. Yes, good catch. Almost forgot about it. Yeah, so so now I'm just going to there's several things you can actually do because this green is kind of a dark green color. So you can also use like a phthalo green if you really like to, if you like to have like a brighter green, or you can use Viridian. Viridian is also another color that you can use because these are really nice soft colors. I could actually bring out my Viridian in a while, so maybe I'll do that. So this is this is how it is, right? I quite like how I'm just using one color, which is the desert green. This is how you can get these variation in the colors. Like even the strip itself, because of the granulation, you get, some strip being a little bit more stronger at the bottom and some a bit stronger at the top. So let me just go and bring my Viridian so that you can see the difference. Hold on for a minute. Where's my Viridian? Viridian, where are you? Okay, I have a Viridian from, this is from Shumik as well. I think this is the, this one. Okay, Viridian. Yeah, Shumik Viridian. So Viridian is quite a difficult color to use because it's really difficult to re-wet. Okay, but it's a really nice, like kind of a green color. So I'm just gonna kind of show you how that, can you see that difference, like how it looks? I think it's really nice. This green color is pretty nice. Okay. And it kind of brings out the color. I think, in fact, this desert green is made from Viridian and PR101, the volcano red. Okay. So there are several ways you can actually do it. You can also use color pencil. And you see, I didn't try to make it very uniform because I want it to look a little bit like there's some of these details. I just want to make it look a little bit not so more organic. Okay, because we don't imagine if we actually had really just painted everything really nicely, doesn't look real at all because you have weathering effect, you have sometimes some certain parts being a little bit dirty because they didn't clean, so this is how I'm actually trying to make this look more like realistic. Yeah, of course, if you like to you do it a little bit more fun, like an illustration, you could just use it straight down. So I'm just going to use a bigger brush and also the the desert green. Sorry about that, and just use it neat on here. So I hope that at this point you will be able to see. Can she see how that color kind of look? Okay, so this is how that color look. Can you see we only use a few colors in this painting? So having a nice color is kind of a way to help you in your painting. You see that color, just one color, becomes like that. So this is one beautiful thing. And you could just drop, like what I'll do sometimes is I'll just drop another color to it. So a complementary color, it's probably like a red. So I actually just drop the red in there. So let me just mix it with the green, the desert green. Okay, just drop a little bit, probably at the bottom where it's a little bit darker. Okay, like here. And then this part, so just remember that we will probably use a bit of gouache if you want to, or you can use the white pen, right, for some of these details, the reflection. But we could just, I would try to paint the general, like if the areas are like a little bit darker, I would actually paint it like this. So this would be where, can you see the differences? Some of these parts are darker and some are not. And you could actually see that there's actually a reflection that's going to happen. So I'm going to dilute down this brown, okay? And then I'm going to use it on this piece of wall here. Okay, this is the interior, the other side. Okay, so as you can see, I didn't really use much. Oops, hold on. Good thing about this paper, it's kind of scrubbable, but it also depends on your paper, your paint. So yeah, I will just kind of let the color mix up there, and then I will probably use a bit of white, either the gouache or I'll use the white gel pen to make this area a little bit more like this one. I'll just kind of like clean it off. Okay, so there, this is done. And then the same thing over here as well. Just remember that we have it darker here. We do have some of the plants, so we will probably use gouache, I guess, later on to add in the details. So that's very much how it would actually look. And don't forget, we have our bin. So our bin needs, its color. So I use the Zozite for it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then we're gonna, let me see if there's any other areas that need a little bit more. If you notice, I haven't added a blue. So I might just add, let me see. Maybe I'll add no, I will not use blue. I'll use Viridian. So because I want to keep this to like a two color painting. So I'll use a bit of Viridian. Just note that Viridian is actually, as I said, one of the colors in the series, in this paint that we are trying out, the violet, the desert. Okay, so we could also try to have some details here. Okay, a little bit. Okay, and the Zozite. So quite a nice green color. Okay, so just remember, just now we actually use the desert green as well. Okay, and then you could just do this for some of these to make it a little bit more organic. Okay, right, and then for the plants, let me just wait for, I'll have to do the shadow. Okay, forgot that I'm supposed to paint the shadow, so I'll use the green. Okay, so the shadow. Okay, I think it has to be more diluted. Can't be too strong because you don't want it to be too strong. Okay, so I'll just put it probably at some of these areas. So really up to you where you want to put I mean, of course you have to follow the picture, look for the shadow areas, and then put in the details. So other ways to actually do this is actually use blue. Most of people use blue or purple for shadows. But it really depends. If you could, if you want to, you could actually just use those colors. That would probably be more orthodox. Okay, my way is the unorthodox way, using green. Because I didn't want to add a new color to it. Oh, I have low battery. Like what? What? Why do I have low battery? So strange. Okay, I have low battery for some reason. I thought I'm already juiced. Okay, never mind. For some reason, okay. You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah, I still hear you.
Okay. Because I don't know why my phone is telling me I only have 20%. Even though I juiced it, so I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I thought you used it just now.
Yeah, I did. So it's actually connected. So I'm wondering if the Zoom take up so much, really, take up so much power from the phone. Just wondering.
Maybe.
Serious?
I don't know. I was 100% just now. I'm still talking actually, but it has dropped to 80 something.
Oh my. Okay.
Strange,
Okay. So I'm so glad I'm still here. It's only left, I only have 20%, but I think I probably be able to finish this pretty soon. Anyway, let me just okay, let's work on the plants. So you can also think about adding, I think what I'll do is also I'll add a layer here. Okay, using this color, this all these colors that I have, I'm just gonna take this whole thing and I'm just gonna paint it like that. But before that, I'll put some water. Okay. And then I will just drop the colors in. Right? And the red here. Just drop it. Okay. So just let the water does its thing, and then you will get some nice. So this is kind of a limited color painting because you only have 2 colors or 3 colors to it. And then now remember we have the pen, right? So there's several of these white pens you can get. So these are all the pens that I have. This is the Signal, Uniball Signal, angelic color. This is the Jelly Roll. Okay, this is the Uniball Signal DX, another white pen, and this is the Signal Broad. So Signal Broad is the most opaque. So I think I've used several pens from, all these pens I've used them, but to me this is the best. This is the most opaque. So if you want to look for a nice opaque gel pen, this is probably it, like the right one to use. So in fact, I think at the top here there is okay. So there's several ways you can actually do this lah. So now I'm just okay. Not much that you need to do. There is. Let me see if it's dry yet. It's not exactly very dry, so I'm not going to touch it. So can you see this part? It's not exactly dry. I'm not going to touch it. I might actually just add a bit of green over here for some of these like a shadow in the shop. So something like this, because it's actually inside the shop. So this part has to be darkened. And I just kind of make sure that this part here is like here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then for the white label at the top, I'm just going to use a pen. I'm going to wait for this to dry. So before you use the gouache, please wait for things to dry, okay? Don't go in without. So there's several things you can do. This is the part that we always make mistake, So I always try to leave it to the end. This is where I would actually spell wrongly, and then I would maybe leave out an I or something, or leave out an A, and then you spoil the whole painting. But luckily, doesn't look that bad. And then I'll just probably draw out some of these. Okay. These are the details. Okay. Oh, I'm really scared. Here. Could be neater, but I think it would do. It probably looks okay. And then for the interior, there's several ways you can do it. You can use the white pen. I'm just checking if it's dry. Okay. You could actually just use the pen. So I would actually suggest using the Jelly Roll if you don't want the color to be too strong, like white to be too strong. Jelly Roll is lighter. The white is not too opaque. So can you see it's not very opaque? Okay. And if you want it opaque, you would just use this one, the Signal Broad. Okay, that would be for the bottom. You see, it's darker, it's really more opaque. Okay, like over here, and this way. Okay, and this is kind of the door. Okay, and then if you wanna, there's some reflection. So as you can see, we have some of these. I'm gonna use the white gel pen, just draw. So there's several ways you can do it. You can use gouache. I'm using the pen because it's easier. Okay, and I'll just draw it down this way. Okay, can you see? This is like a reflection. We don't have a car. I think a reflection of a car. So I'm just gonna kind of draw that car in there like that. Okay, so you can see that's like a car, shape of a car here. And then we also have the I think I will just use the gouache for this part. White gouache, okay, and yellow gouache. So it's up to you. If you want to use gouache, you can. You can also use pencil, color pencil if you have. Okay, so how I'll do it is I don't think I would like I'll just take it from the tube straight because there's some light, right? So I like some reflection. Okay, so I'm just going to mix it with white, and then I'm just going to dot it for the light from the inside of the shop. Okay. In fact, I think if you go to their website, right, you actually see a nicer picture. It looks really, really nice from the shop. If you've seen from the Facebook page, they have a really nice photograph. Okay, and then now I'll use a wash from another color. I really quite like this color from Shin Han Cast. I don't think you need to, for Shopfront drawing, you don't really need to invest in a very, very expensive wash because you really just for highlight. So I really quite like to use Shin Han. But just remember Shin Han colors, they are not very light fast. Okay. So it's really just for putting in your sketchbook. Okay, so can you see how it kind of pops up? That the color is a bit off though. Let me just see if I have another color that is closer. So maybe this is a cobalt green. So I have a few colors. I really like this green, so I always use this green. So yeah, let me just kind of mix. Okay, and then you have another color kind of pops up. So kind of artificial green. If you can find a better green, you can actually try it. Get a maybe a more earthy, darker green. Okay, I could actually also use let's see. This is burnt sienna. Okay, could also add a bit of burnt sienna to that green so that we get a more earthy green color. Okay, so this probably will look kind of closer. Okay, this is. So there's various ways you can do things. Okay, so I think at that time I told you guys like I'm gonna use watercolor, right, for this. But in the end, I think it looks nicer if I just use gouache. So that's why I'm using gouache. But it's really up to you, If you like to use watercolor, you can. I'm just using gouache. Okay. Color's looking a bit odd, but yeah, it's okay. The thing about gouache is that you kind of can just layer it, so there is no worry. So this is how I am doing this shop. And probably if you can probably work on the shadow if you want to. You can work on the shadow, and it might look even nicer than what I have here. But this is what I have in short. Yeah. I hope you guys are done. Is everyone done?
Still drawing.
Yeah, so this is all I have left for today. So I'd like to see you guys share what you have, maybe on Singapore Sketchers, because I think we have people from the Singapore Sketcher group who are organizing this, so we can just post this and we can all have a discussion. What color did you use? What problem do you have? Things like that. Yeah.
Yep. Yes. Do share all your sketches, right? When you're done. Okay. This is what I've done so far. Windows are still missing, so yeah.
I also post this on Instagram, so you can, if you want to, you can also post it on Instagram. Just tag my account is at Eureka1, and yes, also just
I put your your IG handle is on the chat, right? Yep. So anybody's interested, go follow Alice there, right?
Yeah,
that's a lot of very nice sketches, right?
Yeah. So I'm happy this is done. Thank you, Whee Teck, and thank you, Steph, for inviting me and being the host for today's session. It's just like I'm speaking to old friends lah, so it's just fun.
Yeah, thank you, Alice, for showing us how to draw the shop front. I hope everyone had fun, right? Yeah. And have picked up some tips on how to do this, right? Yeah. So short little advertisement before we go. Okay. The Singapore Sketches, right? We are organizing an exhibition, right, at the beginning, the first week of June, 3rd to 5th of June, to be specific. Okay. And as part of the exhibition, right, that will be at the Selegie Art Centre. Okay, that's on Selegie Road. That colourful building on Selegie Road, right? And then yeah, and as part of that also, we will be organizing a few on-site sketching classes lah. So if anyone's interested, right, do sign up. Okay, the tickets to the event, right, is via Eventbrite. The link is it will be on the Singapore Sketches Facebook page. Okay, so those sketching classes, right, you will be on site, right? So the instructor will be there to guide you as well, right? So that you have classes that will teach you how to sketch people, sketch plants, etc. Okay, something like what we did in our online classes, but this time will be in person. Okay, so if you're the kind who learn better in person with the instructor there, you can put up your hand and ask questions on the spot, that kind of thing. Then yeah, do look out for our classes there. Okay.
Yeah, sounds fun. Sounds interesting.
Yeah, I wish I'll be there. I'm not in Singapore.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you should.
Hello. So
Okay.
thank you
Thank you,
everyone for
everyone.
today. Yeah. See you all next week or when we have our next class. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Alice.
Bye, everyone. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. Let me just. Where's the chat? Oh, there you go. I'm so slow. Thank you, everyone. Oh, did I spell wrongly? Okay. Okay. I leave so? I leave, huh?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So
Bye.
I think it stopped the recording already. Thank you.
Thank you.